Hello again and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cassandra. This is Starlight's Musings. I am doing the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge from Ethany. I will put a link to that blog below. Today I will be going over days 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. But I'm going to kind of combine two of them kind of together. So for day 17, yeah, I'm a little late, I'm sorry. For day 17 is which celebrity would you want to read for and why. And I got too giddy. I recorded this one before. I got too giddy because I'm sick that way. You know, a lot of people, it's like, you know, to get to know certain people or whatever, you know, it'd be nice to read for them, whatever. But sometimes I like the fact that you can't hide shit from the cards. And so while I think, you know, members of the current administration here in the United States suck ass, I really wouldn't want to read for like many of them, or like almost any of them, because I just really don't care. But there's one I would like to read for, and that would be the First Lady. And the reason for that is I think there's stuff going on there, and I think she tries to hide it, and I think the cards would bring that out, and I would like to just see the reaction she would have, because that would be the tell. So that's the celebrity. I mean, I could care less about celebrities. I mean, they're just people. So, but that's one just to kind of find out what's going on in that mind of hers. All right, for days 18 and 19, my notes are over here. Okay, for one, I do not meditate because I suck at it. It's something I have to work on. So, choice for deck to meditate with or do journey work. I don't have any of those. The other one is, what do you choose for ritual or magic? Now, I have done a spell. I don't do a lot of spells with tarot, but I have done one, and I just used my Legacy of the Divine Tarot. But what's interesting about this is, okay, if you want to do journey work, and unfortunately the Tildewick Tarot is out of print, the creator of the deck passed away. That was a very interesting one, I think, to kind of just go into the card. I think when you look at a card and it already has people in it, it is hard to, because you're already kind of going off what's going on with the people, because that's what we kind of gravitate towards. And so I think people heavy decks wouldn't probably be good, but ones that give more of a sense of the situation where you can actually go into it, I think would be better. Now, I am going to mention a few decks that if you've never done any meditations like me, or you've never really done any ritual or magic with tarot or oracle, then, because one of them's an oracle deck. So these are some suggestions if you want to like kind of get a place to, you know, jump from. And one of them is, and I'm not going to show the decks necessarily, this is the companion book for the Celtic Dragon Tarot. It is an interesting deck. The book was written by DJ Conway, who unfortunately passed away not too long ago. She's done a lot of books, not just on Wicca, but more leaning towards dragon work. But now, in this deck, she swaps the elements for swords and wands. So she has wands as air and swords as fire, and she says it's because of the athame and the wand in Wicca. That's the extent of her explanation. Now, a lot of her meanings I don't really go with in this, but some, you know, have been insightful. But what is in the back of the book? Again, I should be more... Okay. Meditations. Now, these are mainly focused on dragon meditations, but it's She goes over relaxation techniques, meeting your special dragon. But you could probably, you know, kind of change these up and kind of make them what you need. The Dragon of Changes, riding the dragon, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, that's one possibility. Now, as for the magic and ritual, also in here, which I really like, where it's, you know, again, it's Dragon Tarot candle spells. But she does go over some spells for, let's see, she has blessing or healing of pets, getting things moving, gaining creativity, healing. Oh, gaining creativity and healing, two separate ones. I just kind of ran them all together. Change of luck, developing the psychic, to gain guiding dreams, protection, you know. And she states which candles to use and which cards to use from the deck. So this is one place you could possibly go if you've never done any magic or ritual with tarot cards and you like the look of this deck, then, you know, why not? Another one, which honestly is my favorite of the two, and it's basically geared towards this, is the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot. And here is the guidebook. Again, it's a beautiful deck. Shitty cardstock. But it's gorgeous, very, kind of pretty witchy. I like it. The author, I'm going to butcher this, Melanie Marquis? I don't know. There you go, that's her name. Now, again, in the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot, she has switched wands and swords. So, again, wands are air, swords are fire. But, unlike DJ Conway, she gives her reason and then she gives what those mean to her within the book. So, that's a big plus. This is just a beautiful guidebook anyway. So here's like, she has full color in here of each of the cards. Like I said, it's a gorgeous deck. But with it, she has the description, the divinatory meaning, the reverse, and at the bottom, and I can't see because magical uses. So for like the strength card, good for magic to boost courage, spells to help overcome addiction or other beasts, and for spells to increase confidence and daring. It can also be used for protective and defensive magic. So she has in this book a magical use section for every single card. So if you're not sure what card to use, you can go through it, or if you think of a card and you think, well, would this work? You can, you know, again, look it up. I don't know if she has an index for that or not. No, she has tarot spreads. No. But yeah, so if you want a jumping off point and you want a beautiful deck, Modern Spellcaster's Tarot, she talks about magic uses in the book with each card. So again, it's a learning place. Now here's an oracle deck, and this is adorable. If you're a Paulina Cassidy fan, then the Witchlings deck, because I pulled out one card to show you and to go over. The guidebook is a book of spells. Okay? So say you take a card like the abundance card. It does talk about the abundance, each card, and who's on it. This is Buttercup. And at the bottom it says, it has like a little blurb, harmonize your thinking with exactly what you desire to attract and the universe will deliver. And that's what she kind of goes over in here. But then what she does is perform all of the following spells and you will attune to the energies of abundance. So she has like, here's the start of one little spell, and then she has a couple more spells and another spell. And she does this with each of the cards in the book. So again, it's another cute little place to where you can work on something, not necessarily tarot, but you know, let's see, does she have a little index of the cards? Using the cards? No, of course not. But things like abundance, banishment, clarity, courage. Let's see, who's this? Happiness. all of those, there's a card for each of them, and you can also do some spell work because there's spells in here. It's a Book of Shadows. So for days 18 and 19, those are some deck recommendations. Not so much for day 18 with the meditations, but definitely for the magic and ritual. Go with Celtic Dragon. If you've never done it, go Celtic Dragon Tarot or Modern Spellcasters Tarot. Or if you're more of an Oracle person and a Paulina Cassidy fan, then the Witchlings deck. So, I'm speaking a little too fast. I'm a little too hyper. So, day 20, favorite lovers card and why. Okay, so I've seen Havana from Sparkle Divine Tarot. She went over how what she likes is not so much this idea of a couple, but more the mingling of energies with people within your life, because that's kind of the Lovers card. While it's called the Lovers, isn't necessarily for lovers. It is that whole idea of companionship and kind of a deep connection with other people in your life. And so a lot of decks just pick lovers, and I get that. And that's kind of what I gravitate towards, because I don't care. I know what it means. I understand what the imagery of the intimacy means. But I think, you know, one of them, I think this is probably my favorite, just because it's relaxed and it's sweet, and oh, there's a little face down there, and there's a snake. Okay, is the Lover's card from the Druidcraft Tarot, because you see that embrace, you see that closeness, that kind of intimate nature of their relationship, and you don't have to have like sex to be intimate, or, you know, to be close to someone. So it is kind of seen here. But what I do like is the idea of having to choose and to make your choice based on your heart or your mind. And I think, and this is just like an honorable mention. This is from Marchetti's Legacy of the Divine Tarot, his Lover's card. And if you look, you see a tree with a piece of fruit and a serpent. And in a lot of them, you will see that fruit, which is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like the Adam and Eve thing, and, you know, the fruit of knowledge. And so how do you choose, you know, what to do, and, you know, who to be, you know, who to trust, who to be close to, whatever. Which way do you go? How do you choose the path that you were supposed to be on to embrace the lovers? And it either you follow your heart or use your mind. And so do you choose the apple or something else? So I do like that imagery. I do like it when you have the piece of fruit in the Lover's card. And the other nice thing about this deck, because I love this deck, if you go to the Two of Cups, they're on it, of course. So now for the last one, day 21, favorite 3-card spread and why. Now I am going to do an honorable mention on this one. I think the honorable mention will be one that Arwen Lynch would do on her channel, Tarot by Arwen, which she would do a 3-card spread where she would have the theme for the week, the helper card, the energy that's going to help you with that, to achieve that, and the hinder card, and the card that could basically rear its ugly head and keep you from achieving what the theme wanted. Oh, my stomach. But my favorite is the mind, body, spirit, or soul, because I think you can, it's an easy one to do. It gives you a broad idea of what's going on, and you can expand on it. That's what I like. You can do, like, if you want to know, well, what's going on, you know, mind, body, and spirit. I think in some it's body, mind, and spirit, whatever. If you want to know what's going on in those aspects of your life, you do the spread. Well, what if you want to know what's going to happen, if what's going to happen in the future, or my stomach's really not happy. So I'm going to have to wrap this up. So, but if you really want to know, if you keep on this path, what's going to happen? You can pull 3 more cards. If you want to see if I make changes, you can pull 3 more cards and you can kind of see where you're going. And so that's what I like with that. It's a real simple spread. It gives you a real clear idea of what's going on, and you can expand on it. And so I think that's important, especially as a reader, so you can just get more comfortable with more cards, start out small, and then you can expand from it. That's why I like that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get to the next few. I swear to God, I am going to finish this challenge. So thanks for watching. Much love and blessings. And until next time, bye.